Looking to level at lightning speed? A new meta XP farming strategy has emerged that delivers incredible experience gain in a remarkably short amount of time. Whether you are pushing levels or grinding your way toward Paragon 300, this is currently one of the fastest and most rewarding methods available. With the right setup, a single dungeon run can shower you with massive XP, whisper caches, valuable loot, and a stack of additional rewards all at once. But before we start, you will need some corrupted roots prepared first. I recommend having at least 20 to 30 corrupted roots before trying this, because the boss spawn is not guaranteed every single time. Sometimes when you use a corrupted root, it may only spawn normal enemies or elites. So if you bring too few, you might run out before the real farm even begins. For this method, the most important setup is your war plan skill tree. First, in the Tree of Whispers skill tree, you will want to take corrupted roots, roots of power, and head-rotten feast. This path is extremely important. Corrupted roots give whisper caches a chance to drop corrupted roots, which is the foundation of this farming strategy. And once you manage to get the head-rotten boss to spawn, killing it will drop whisper caches. And opening those whisper caches has a chance to reward additional corrupted roots. That means you can gradually earn back the corrupted roots you spent, making the farm largely self-sustaining and potentially allowing you to keep the loop going indefinitely with enough lucky drops. Roots of Power adds 1 monster power, while Head-Rotten Feast grants an additional monster power to Head-Rotten bosses drawn to Exposed Root. You will also want Tree of Plenty, especially Wisdom of Whispers, which increases XP op drops from Whisper caches by 50%. This is the key node that enables the massive XP gain from this farm. Additionally, consider taking Resplendent Favor, which gives Whisper caches a chance to drop a Resplendent Spark. Since you will be opening a large number of Whisper caches, it is a valuable bonus to pick up. Next, in the Nightmare Dungeon skill tree, prioritize the Nemesis node. When you activate a shrine, Nemesis can spawn copies of the boss, and these additional bosses can drop extra rewards, including more Whisper caches and XP ops. You should also take Dread Reviver, which gives slain Nightmare Dungeon bosses a chance to revive, providing even more opportunities for rewards. So basically, the whole strategies revolve around stacking corrupted roots and head-rotten boss spawn with shrine activation, then using Nemesis and Dread Reviver to multiply boss encounters and maximize both XP and rewards. Now, the next thing you need is the correct Nightmare Dungeon. You want to look for a Nightmare Dungeon with a shrine affix. Any shrine affix will do. The shrine is the key part of this strategy because it triggers the Nemesis boss copy interaction. If the dungeon does not have a shrine affix, don't waste your corrupted roots there. You can either use your own Nightmare Sigil with a shrine affix or generate a shrine affix dungeon through War Plan. If you plan to repeat this farm regularly, it is worth finding a Nightmare Dungeon with a shrine affix in War Plan. Keep in mind that this can take some time, and you may need to run several dungeons before one appears. Once you get a shrine affix dungeon through War Plan, you can begin farming and use the reset trick to repeatedly reset and run the same dungeon over and over again. Once you enter the Nightmare Dungeon, start by clearing it normally, kill all the monsters, clean up the area, find all the shrines, and make sure the dungeon is completely safe. Use Subo to assist you, as his map review makes it much easier to spot any enemies you may have missed. The goal is to clear out the regular monster pool before setting up the boss copy strategy. However, if the dungeon has a final boss, do not kill it, and most importantly, do not activate any shrine yet. After you clear the dungeon, find a good open area near a shrine and begin using your corrupted roots. Each corrupted root has a cooldown of about 1 minute before you can activate the next one. To bypass this cooldown, simply teleport to town and then return to the dungeon. Doing so resets the cooldown immediately, allowing you to use the next corrupted root right away. Your goal is to spawn a head-rotten boss. If the root only spawn normal enemies or elites, clear them out and try again. Keep using corrupted root until a head-rotten boss appears. This is why it is recommended to bring at least 20 to 30 corrupted roots with you, since it may take several attempts before the correct boss spawns. Once the boss finally appears, don't rush to activate a shrine right away. Take a moment to set everything up properly. Clear any remaining enemies around the boss, keep the boss alive, then teleport to town and return to the dungeon. This reset step is important because it helps set up the shrine and nemesis interaction correctly. After returning, kill the head rotten boss. Thanks to the Dread Revival node in your war plan, there is a chance the boss will revive, giving you another opportunity for rewards. Once that's done, you can begin activating the shrines. This is where the farm really begins. With the Nemesis node active, activating a shrine can spawn multiple boss copies, up to 7 in total. These boss copies can drop Whisper caches and other valuable rewards. If your tree of Whisper setup is optimized, those Whisper caches can also generate a massive amount of XP orbs. Instead of relying solely on normal dungeon XP, you are stacking additional boss rewards, extra cash drop, and huge amount of bonus XP on top of your regular gains. After finishing the first shrine, move to the next one and activate it immediately to spawn more bosses. There is no need to wait for the shrine effect to expire, since it won't generate additional boss spawn. Simply activate the next shrine, kill the newly spawned bosses, and repeat the process until you have used every shrine in the dungeon. That's how the strategy works, and it is also why you need shrine affixed nightmare dungeons. The more shrine a dungeon contains, the more chances you have to trigger nemesis and spawn additional boss copies. This is also why you should avoid using shrine too early. If you activate them before setting up the corrupted root boss, you will miss out on the most important part of the farm. So remember the order: enter the dungeon, avoid touching any shrine, clear the dungeon, use corrupted roots until a head rotten boss spawn, teleport to town and return, kill the boss, then activate the shrine to trigger nemesis and spawn extra bosses for additional rewards. That's the complete farming loop. One important warning: though this XP farm is incredibly powerful, and it feels like the kind of interaction that could be adjusted or patched in the future, it combines several systems in a way that generate an unusually high amount of rewards. So if you are interested in trying it, it is probably best to do so while it's still available. Also, don't expect every run to be perfect. Sometimes you will need several corrupted roots before the right boss appears. Sometimes the dungeon layout isn't ideal. Sometimes the shrine placement is inconvenient. But when everything lines up correctly, the XP and rewards can be absolutely insane. If you are looking to push Paragon levels as quickly as possible, this is easily one of the best XP farming methods available right now. Just make sure you have enough corrupted roots, the correct war plan nodes, and a nightmare dungeon with shrine affixes. Follow the setup carefully and avoid wasting shrine before the boss is ready. Because once the corrupted root boss, shrine affixes, and nemesis all come together, the dungeon transforms into an incredible source of XP and rewards. Be sure to like and subscribe. I will be covering more Diablo 4 guide, farming strategy, and hidden methods that can help you level up even faster. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.